In this video, we are going to discuss about flow of control, in which we do talk about control statements, loops, branching statements, exceptions. Let's look at conditional statement. Conditional statement is if else. This if else can be used in four different ways. Simple if condition. Simple if condition means that we are testing the condition. If it is true, do this. We don't bother about the else part. If the condition fails, we don't do anything. In the case of simple if else, if condition is true, do this, else do this. If in the case of else if later no, we are going to write different conditions. If this condition is true, do this, else if condition is true, this, else if this condition is true, do this, else if this condition is true, do this, else, something like that. And we can also use this with nested if. So in the nested if this condition is true, we go for checking another condition. And coming to the switch case, in the switch case we are going to write a choice, switch of something like a choice X. Okay, this X refers a particular case. It picks case 0 or it picks sometime case 1, case n or default. So the data type of X should be, it gives some uniqueness or unique value. In Java, the data type of this particular choice could be int, byte, short, char, enum or wrapper classes. Wrapper classes is something that a class which resembles the data types. And sometimes we can put some sort of arithmetic expression there that returns any of these data type. So this is how we can use this switch case. Coming to the for loop. For loop has three parts: initialization part, condition part, increment decrement part. Hope everyone knows this. We have this initialization part, I is assigned with 1, I less than or equal to 5, it's a condition part. Finally, increment decrement part. Coming to the loops, while loops, while loop is actually an entry control. At the time of entering into the loop, we are checking the condition. If this condition is true, do this. Okay. Then there is something called do while loop. Whereas do while loop is something that it control or it checks the condition at leaving. Okay. It's like the best example is when you go movie, probably we have to give ticket before entering the hall. Okay, that is entry controller, like our while loop. And exit controller is something that when you go hotel, we pay while leaving from the hotel. Okay, we take food and while leaving we pay bill. This is something like a exit controller. Coming to the for each loop is a next version of for loop, and it is available in Java. Here we are going to use some variable to refer a particular container, or I would say a collection. Okay, so this variable is going to refer the elements which are there in the collection one by one and access it for you. Here I am going to share this with an example. Yeah, here I have an array. This array contains 7 elements, 0 to 6. Here I did not mention or I did not assign I value with 0, and I did not check any condition there. Simply I write int I refers a, I colon a, and then I printed this array. Let's look at the output. Okay, compile the program. Then these values are printed. This is how it works. And coming to the break statement helps you in coming out of a loop. Okay, when a loop is repeating, you want to come out whenever there is a condition satisfied. Yes, you can with the help of the statement break. Here is an example which prints the prime numbers between from 1 to 30. Whenever the number is not a prime, we come out of the loop. How come? With the help of this break statement. Okay, and label break is little bit different. This label break statement terminates the label statement. It does not transfer the flow of control to the label. Okay, like I said, when I say break outer, this flow of control will not go here. Okay, will go to the terminating point of this particular outer label statement. This outer label statement is for loop. It is opened here, closed somewhere here. Yeah, directly it goes there. That's the job of label break. And coming to the continue, the name itself says it is going to continue by skip one particular round or one iteration. This loop repeat for 5 times. Let's say if I value is initialized with 0, this loop repeat 5 times usually. But whenever I value is less than 4, we are continuing it, right? So when I value is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So for these 3, this condition satisfy. Okay. Whenever this condition satisfy, we are simply continue. So earlier the condition failed, so we are simply doing this and this. For 4 and 5, the condition satisfy, we don't repeat it. So the total number of iterations this while loop do is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Only 4 times. Got that? Yeah. And label continue is actually go to that label and skip one internal iteration. Okay, more or less similar to continue only. But here what happened? This continue actually transferred the flow of control to the label by skip one iteration of this particular inner while loop or inner for loop. That's about label continue.